Okay, so let's continue with this video series, and basically what we are talking about in the earlier videos is the steps that are involved in strategic management, and we picked out several key issues. And the first issue that we spoke about in the strategic management process has to do with strategic intent. That's the first step. The second step, we did say strategic analysis, and we spoke about several issues under it. And the third one was strategic choice, and we spoke about one model in that. So in this video, I will just be breaking it down, and I will talk about Igor Ansof's model. Again, these are corporate strategies that are options to organizations. And we say that Igor Ansoff classified all businesses in two. The market over here and the product in question. And we have two possible scenarios. You have a new market or an existing market. That is to mean that the product is going to a new market, or it is basically what we have existing at the moment. The product again can either be new or existing, and he came up with a concept that depending on the combination that you get between these two over here, you will determine the strategy that you will have. And there is somewhat a quadrant that we spoke about last time, and the quadrant had the following aspects. You have on this end over here, you have products over here, and in this case you have existing or new products over here, and on this end you have markets, and under markets you have existing markets or new markets. Now, the strategy that you will use under quadrant 1 and quadrant 2, 3, and 4 will differ respectively. Now, under 1, this is basically what you call market penetration. And the reason is that the product is existing, market penetration. The product is existing in the market, and the market is not new. Therefore, you need to come up with strategies to penetrate the market further. And we came up with several things. The first one is we spoke about the pricing strategy that you're going to use. That's the first thing. The second thing is we said you can change the product in terms of the size, for example. Then we said you can change the packaging. Then we said you can have more, you can find more uses of the product, or you can find more users of the product. Now, a good example that we give over here would be, there are two main pricing strategies that you can use. You can start from high. Once you skim off that market, you go to a lower market. This is one strategy. The other one is you can start from the low end of the market, then you go to the higher end of the market. These are two options that you can use here. But when you're talking about changing the product size, we spoke about something like geisha, where the soap is somewhat big. The original soap was big. Reducing the size changes the people that will likely prefer a smaller soap than a bigger soap. Then we spoke about Starsoft, which has been a high-end fabric softener, and it always came in the bigger package, I think 2 liters or so. Now they've come up with a smaller sachet that is costing anything between 85 bob. The reason why they're doing this again is to make sure that they can be able to reach a market that felt that the initial product was somewhat expensive. Another example that we give is Cadbury's chocolate, and where they came up with smaller sizes of bars, and these smaller sizes are costing anything between 50 bob to 60 shillings. And again, they're basically trying to appeal to people's impulsive nature, where they're placing these products at the exit in most supermarkets. Again, this is the same product and it is existing in the same market. Changing packaging, we say something like Tusker, same old Tusker, but a new refreshing look. But with the new looking bottle, we have the same old Royco, but in a different package. It's just basically giving the illusion of newness and freshness in the product, because you can be able to reach the performance of the product in the product beyond what your product is known for. You are likely to get more customers. A good example was, we say Jik now has 101 uses. Now we said Lifebuoy, on the other hand, protects you from 99.9999 blah 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 %, including COVID. This is a good example of you coming up with more uses of the same product beyond taking a shower, beyond disinfecting, beyond cleaning. That is basically the approach that you can use in this section. In more users, let us assume your initial marketing strategy was targeting the younger demographic. After you have fully captured that market, you go to a different niche, maybe an older market, for example. That is good is a strategy that is basically meant for the younger demographic, in the sense that if you're a parent and you have a kid, that is good, therefore just allow them to play around and so forth and so forth. Now, assuming we move away from that demographic where a parent has a kid or a family setup, we'll go to a different demographic and come up with a new maxim or a new catchphrase. Now, this is the same thing that applies for Blue Band, where we say currently the catchphrase is Blue Band for growth. Again, it is targeting the younger demographic and kids being able to love the product and so forth. But once we're done with that, we can change the package, yes, but after we've changed the package, is it possible we change the uses? Uses maybe can be used to cook ugali, maybe make some sandwich, whatever it is. That is one way. The other way would be, let us have the product target a different market niche. So basically that is under quadrant 1 over here. Under quadrant 2, this is where you have, it's an existing market, it's in a new product, and this is what we call product development. And here we are basically looking for ways to have the new product enter an existing market. It's Fanta, a Fanta that was accepted in South America. Now we want to introduce it to the African market. That is product development. One way you can do this is give samples, or you give discounts where the product is conjoined with the existing products in the market. That is product development. On 3, you have products that are existing, yes, but they've been taken to a new market. This is market development. That is the strategy. Then you have products are new and they're going to a new market. This we call diversification, and you can be able to get this in your notes, but we shall talk about it in the next video. So this is it for Ansoff's model. Let us go to the next models.